Debbie, I can't play right now, no. I'm never gonna get through this video. Hello, my name is Maddie and welcome back to my Booktube channel. That sounded like the Disney Channel intro. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make my own symbol. I feel like there really doesn't need to be an introduction to this video. Just know my name is Maddie and I'm gonna be doing the Booktube Newbie challenge. Newbie? Wait, no. Is it Newbie Booktube? Booktube Newbie tag. Sorry, I should have researched that. Let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna answer a few questions. I'll try to make them quick and short. Okay, so the first question is obviously, why am I starting this channel? And I feel like it's pretty much the same answer for everyone. I love reading and I want to share my love for reading. My dog is sneezing. Are you done? And I really only have one or two people who I can really talk to about books. I just want to have a platform to where I can talk with other people about books. I actually have another YouTube channel with my boyfriend. It's called Brock and Madi, but now that's slowly turned into my dog's channel, which we haven't posted on in a little bit. This is Dobie. He has his own channel, but it's called Brock and Madi. So I've kind of done the YouTube thing before, and we still like posting on his channel, but it just hasn't been as frequently recently. And reading is a passion of mine, just like fitness, because I'm in the fitness industry. I own my own gym here in Virginia. I was like, you know what? I just have the time to make videos for YouTube, and why not do it with something that I absolutely love doing, which is reading. Again, the main reason why I'm starting it is to just have other friends. It sounds so sad. Just have other people to talk about books with. And because I read a lot of fantasy, dystopia, sci-fi, it's not very popular to talk about on my main Instagram, which is my fitness Instagram. So I created Out of 5 Stars, which is my Bookstagram. And then I was like, okay, well, you know what? I created a Bookstagram. I might as well just create a book too. So that's why I'm here. How long have I been a bookworm for? So this is the #1 reason I was nervous to start a booktube, was because I feel like most of the booktubers that I watch have been reading for like their whole lives, or like their mom was a librarian, or they have family who just like got them into reading. I actually really hated reading growing up, and I think a lot of people can relate with that because it's kind of forced down your throat when you're in school. And especially for me in elementary and middle school, I pushed away reading a lot because I was in reading help classes to help me read, because reading comprehension was very hard for me and I hated reading out in class. It made me very nervous, my anxiety, and it was just overall rough for me growing up, so I never enjoyed reading because it always felt like a chore. And I grew really embarrassed with reading, like especially in school, because I was specifically sent to another classroom for the extra help. I was just like, nope, I don't want to read. Even if I like the book, don't want to read it. Besides my history with not liking to read, I found that when I got to college, I actually had a lot of extra time that I didn't really know what to do with. I would say it's been about 3 years, like my sophomore year of college. But it just started picking up within the last year. Obviously the pandemic kind of made me read more. Why do I love reading? I think this answer is very similar to a lot of people. I read to escape. I don't like self-help books. I don't like nonfiction. I am straight, like I have to be in a different world when I'm reading. I want to completely forget who I am. I want to dive right into a series or a duology or a book in general and just escape. I use it to avoid responsibility. Next question is, how will I stand out or be unique in the booktube community? Honestly, I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna try and stand out or be unique. I think that just being myself can bring a little bit of different flavor to the table. I don't know what to call it. I'm just gonna be really honest about books that I read and spill out my opinions like no one's listening, and kind of treat this channel like a diary of sorts, of a video diary, just so I can log what I've been reading. And I think I can stand out just a little bit because I haven't read my whole life. I have a lot to catch up on. I have a lot of series that are so popular that I've never read before or I know nothing about. So I think like even though that I'll be reading some older books or older stories, just in general, I'm getting a later start on reading. So I think that some people can relate to me and be like, you know what, I might pick up reading too. So What am I most excited for with this channel? And I feel like I have so many answers for this. I want to document all the books that I'm reading. I want to share how I pick books. I want to share me going to the bookstore and picking them out. I have a lot of good ideas, so I'm excited for the newness of it. I just really want to share my opinion, even if someone doesn't care for my opinion. I think that later when I will look back and be like, oh, I remember that series and I loved it. So I just want to share my point of view and see like other people's opinions. Another thing I'm so excited for with this channel is to grow my book collection. Because I started reading just like 3 years ago and I was in college, I didn't have like a place to put a ton of books, but now I have a bookshelf and I hope to expand that bookshelf. So that's what I'm really excited for. That's not really about this channel, that's just in my life in general, but I cannot wait to grow my bookshelf. Next question, what book or series got me into reading? Sadly, I have to say Twilight. It was Twilight when it first came out. Obviously, Hunger Games, Divergent, all of the classic like middle school Percy Jackson, like all of those I read and loved. Like I binge read those even in middle school. I read them more because like everyone else is reading them, but I ended up enjoying those anyway. But I think the series that really got me into reading was 3 years ago when I read A Discovery Witches by Deborah Harkness, and wow, I loved that series. I fell in love with it. I think that's the reason why I started binge reading. Once I read that trilogy, I was like, bring them on. I want more books like this. I just want to be able to sit and binge read. And I remember I was taking exams when I was reading those and I was like, forget studying. I'm not studying. I'm finishing this trilogy right now. And I did. What genre do I love most? I already said it earlier, but fantasy, YA, new adult, romance, anything like that. So yeah. What will be the biggest challenge when starting this YouTube channel? So I'm actually a business owner. I already said this too. I own a gym in the Richmond area, Richmond, Virginia. But oddly enough, I actually have so much time to read because I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym with my partner, my business partner and boyfriend. I'm at the gym with him. We're both there from like 10 to 12 hours a day, and a lot of the time I'm just sitting there, so I have a lot of time to read. Filming these videos is actually kind of tough because I only have like 2 hours at home, so I have to cook, shower, and then film. So filming is I have to be kind of quick when I film, but I think it'll work out anyway. That's the only challenge I could see is like, all right, like Brock, you stay at the gym an extra hour so I can film. It'll just be a time management thing, but I've been really good with time management. And last but not least, who are my favorite booktubers? With Cindy is probably, she's my favorite person ever. I don't even know how to describe it. Her videos crack me up. I could watch her all day long. When I first discovered Booktube, she was the only one I watched because I couldn't get over her. She was just hilarious. So her, and honestly, I don't really agree with some of her reviews, but I love it. I love hearing other people's opinions. And when I listen to her opinion, I'm like, oh, I can see that. That makes sense. So I really enjoy watching her videos. I also love Carrie Can Read. I think she's the sweetest person. She lives in Korea, which is so cool. Like if I could leave Virginia, I totally would. And I just kind of want to be her best friend. Like she seems so sweet. Okay, so that is it for this newbie Booktube Newbie. God dang it, I keep messing it up. Booktube Newbie tag. I need to remember that. I will be back next week with another video, so please like and subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, my main Instagram is MadiDixFit and my Bookstagram is out of 5 stars. So go ahead and follow those, and I will be back next week.